Your sister is fine. This one is certain.
Then where could she be? She would never neglect her duties.
Probably found a dark corner and someone to snuggle with. This one does that. Pleasant days, visitors. How can this one assist you? Ah, Talise. She worries her brother so. She asked me where we kept the hot root flakes. Counselor Eibor sprinkles them.
All right, grab a broom and start sweeping.
What? No, that's Talase's job. Another new face in the fort? First Counselor Eibor, now you and that cute wood elf. Look, I'd love to chat, but Talase... She took the Counselor her meal and hasn't returned. Did you check the watchtower? Eibor's a little old, but maybe Talase decided to improve her station, if you catch my meaning. Well, she's been acting like a frightened guar since she arrived. Stays locked up in the watchtower. Only lets a single servant in at a time.
The servants come to the kitchen to mutter and gossip. This one will not have it. Misaba asks that you do not distract that young woman. She has not returned from the watchtower, so her chores remain undone. And she took the pantry key with her when she... The pantry is in the cellar, but the door is around the side of the building. Talise mumbled something about how the counselor loves...
Before we check... So, what did we learn? Counselor Eibor was frightened, but that's understandable. Interesting that she was burning documents. Her journal indicated that she knew more than... Couldn't hurt. And every mystery novel I ever read taught me you should always follow up on every clue. Even the ones that seem insignificant. Is that... Damn it! They murdered Talise too! Why would the Dark Brotherhood murder... Oh no. We need to... Alright, I think I figured it out. The assassin followed Talise down here, murdered her, and took her place so they could gain access to the... No, not from what I've read anyway. I thought they only killed those whose names appeared on their contracts. I can't imagine anyone asked them to kill a poor servant. Yes, but we still need to check on Counselor Valeria. And someone needs to go to Gideon and make sure that Counselor Vandacia is all right. Can I leave those tasks to you? I want to return to Leowyn and consult with Counselor Leviticus. Oh, good point. Before you head out, report to Commander Orton. Tell him what happened to Talise, and how we think the assassin slipped into the watchtower undetected. His brigadiers need to be able to... After you report to the commander, make contact with Counselors Valeria and Vandacia. Valeria went to Tidewater Cave to get her records, and Vandacia works in the Gideon Court. Yes. No, I don't know. We were talking about the counselors. Valeria and Vandacia. Suddenly I had a premonition. It was... Remember I told you about that strange book I found? The one with the Daedric writing that I can't read? I've been having bad dreams since I found it. It was just a flash, but it was accompanied by a feeling. I felt a sense of overwhelming... It was one of the Waking Flame cultists, I think. Someone powerful, in command. A dark...
All right. You talked to the fort's servants and rummaged around in our pantry. What's the verdict? Did you find the missing servant? That's... Oh, that's horrible. Are you sure? No.
the mercenary. A few moments later, and you would have found an empty cave. Your timing really is impeccable. We've already packed up my records, and we're about to head out. But what news of the other... All three of them? That's disheartening news. Well, I'll take my records to Leo. Oh, just a lifetime of public service and bureaucracy. Mostly financial records, but also meeting notes, ledgers, those sorts of things. That's good to hear. Emperor Leovic loved to hide things in coded documents. Perfect. Remind him he's too old to play the hero, and I want to see him in Leeuwin Castle immediately.
I was attacked in the streets of our fair city, Keshu. I demand you deal with the criminal post-haste.
Your guards did their job, Counselor Vandacia. The prisoner is secure.
And what's this? More assassins? Explain yourself immediately. One attempt on my life today is more than enough. If you're another one of those Dark Brotherhood bastards, I assure you, you won't find either myself or Governor Keshu to be easy prey. Warn me? As always, Leviticus offers too little and too late. I received the letter, same as the other counselors. My personal guard took the threat seriously, and we captured the assassin. Dead. All three of them. This is unimaginable. Pharaoh Lupus's letter suggested the Longhouse Emperors left behind a secret that would prove to be a threat. Poor ambitions. Never heard of them. How could something I know nothing about make me a target of the Dark... Governor Keshu locked the prisoner in the holding cell in the courthouse basement. Question the villain, and find out why the Dark Brotherhood is trying to wipe out any... I wish there was something I could tell you. The letter I received suggested that some old council business was the cause of all this. Why the Dark Brotherhood would be interested in such menial... As I said, I never heard the term. The Longhouse Emperors were enamored of secrets and code words, though. Perhaps I encountered it. But it was... I'm not sure how relevant my ancient history is, but I was appointed to the Elder Council by Emperor Durkarach himself. Sadly, my role in guiding the Empire often put me at odds with the Emperors. Keshu the Black Fin. War hero, progressive Argonian, and governor of our fair city of Gideon. I serve as an advisor and bureaucrat. Nothing more. My personal guard is dedicated and well-trained. Not to mention lucky. I was nearing the courthouse when the assassins sprang from the shadows.
The cell door is open. What happened here?
Poured something on the lock. Hit me. And escaped.
Some sort of acid ate right through the lock. Look, there's more of it on the floor.
He ran that way, toward the old ruins.
He almost knocked me over. How rude.
He attacked this legionnaire and ran into the ruins of the old city.
You're persistent, I'll give you that. All right, let's chat.
Do you make it a habit to read other people's mail? That letter is personal and private, full of... Well, aren't you a fast reader? If you chased after me because of something Council Van Dacia told you, well, he lied. If the Dark Brotherhood... I haven't killed anyone. Not recently, anyway. And if you're talking about our calling card, anyone can dip their palm in black ink and slap it on a sheet of paper. Good question. If you figure it out, let me know. I certainly owe someone for the bruises the Councilor's guards gave me. Now, as much fun as this has been, I really do need to get... Tempting, but no. I detest so-called places of justice.
All sorts of...
So, the mercenary from Leowin has returned. Tell me, were you able to capture the... Allow me to peruse the document, if you will. Proof positive. What did you expect? Such lies fall from his lips like rain from the sky on a stormy day. Villains never... What? Oh, my personal guard are nearby, and these legionnaires are sufficient. You need not be concerned. As for Keshu, she had business to attend to. Gideon business. I saw no reason to distract her from her regular duties. Dark Brotherhood. They must be driven out of Blackwood.
I still can't figure out why they would be targeting us, Van Dacia.
Eliminate the threat first.
All of the remaining counselors in Blackwood are gathered here in the castle. Valeria, Van Dacia, and myself. While we await the arrival of the scribe... Yes, I remember reports of their presence early in Morikar's reign, but they were driven out. The assassins must see this as the perfect opportunity. Vandacia, Valeria, and I were just discussing that. We think Leovic had each of the counselors unknowingly working on a different aspect of the ambitions. That's our prevailing theory. If the counselors ever came together to compare notes, the truth of the ambitions would be revealed. To stop that from happening? Indeed. Very curious. Still, I'm hesitant to take the word of an admitted killer at face value. Not with... Jirix and Sophis' documents contain information written in Imperial code. I sent for the scribe Aragon, but he... Whatever the truth behind the murders of my fellow counselors, we can't allow the Dark Brotherhood to gain a foothold in Blackwood. Until we know more, I'm not prepared to engage in an all-out war with the Dark Brotherhood. No.
Hey, partner! Over here!